Well, you have seen a little bit or a little bit more Pokemon than you think.
Why?
There's that TikTok, my favorite TikTok of all time, with a little kid who is fighting his like uncle or brother or something, and he's like, "You have a Gengar and I have Mewtwo. I'm gonna beat you." But little does the little boy know that.
I hate that TikTok. That makes me so sad. It was so
Gengar,
mean.
I got Mewtwo, and then it cuts to him like
just sobbing.
It's
so mean.
That's my favorite ever.
So
That's why we're gonna have Gengar on your team.
We will never have Gengar on my team.
But, well, then I will have one.
We have to trade to get Gengar.
I will have one then.
You won't be able to either. I think you end up with, for sure, a Pidgeotto. Oh, shoot. What was the other one that you have? Because I don't know that you ever have more than 3 in your party. I could be wrong.
Stupid. I would catch
so many
Pokemon.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But eventually you get a Pidgeotto. You obviously have your Raichu eventually. I'm trying to think what the other one is, though. It's another, like...
basic one?
No, because it's definitely not like a fighting or a rock type. It might be a grass
Well, we'll
type.
find out.
Yeah, we'll find out eventually.
Now that you two are setting out as trainers, I'd like to ask you to help with something.
We probably won't find out until we get to Vermilion City, I think.
Take this with you on your journeys. It's an extra pair of pants, so if I need it, you need to bring it to me. What's that thing, Professor?
Or are you turning into a surf boy?
Yeah, that's what I am.
Heck yeah,
This
dude.
is a Pokédex that I've designed. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught, and it makes an entry for each. It's extremely high-tech tool. I just read that like I was really slow. It's extremely high-tech tool.
It's not your fault you haven't read in 1,000 years.
Yeah. Even when I was in college 3 months ago, I wasn't reading. Bea and Evan, I want you each to take one with you. Here's one. 3232. I'm very slim, but I shit a lot.
You got a Pokédex from Professor Oak.
You'll find you can't get very detailed data on Pokemon by just seeing them. You must catch a Pokemon to gather the most complete data. You must take them against their will and give them to me to be made into candy.
They get ground up into candy.
To make a complete guide of all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm an old man now. Too old to get the job done myself, so now I just make them into candy and sell them for profit.
Oh no.
That's why I want you young trainers to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. Plenty of candy to be made. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. We will be remembered in the history books as saviors and not war criminals.
Oh my god.
A Pokédex, huh? We're gonna meet so many Pokemon, this keeps getting better and better. I'm sending out right now, Bea. You should do the same.
You should be the same.
Don't you fight him?
Soon. I think by the time we reach the next city, we do, yeah.
If you think you're ready, that's it.
The last time that I saw you in my, like, personal game that I'm playing right now, you're like, oh, I'd like to see how hard you've been training or whatever. And your Raichu was like a level, I don't know what, that was maybe like 21 or something. And my Eevee was like a level 30 and I like one hit KO'd it and it was like, this can't be possible. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, I've barely done anything.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I should have been waiting for the mom. What should I call your new friend? Snufkin? It's a lovely Pokemon.
Nice name, dear. Very good. She's, like, not happy with the name at all. She's with that, like, that mom sass.
Make the stupid name for the stupid
Why would you
animal.
name your Pokemon that? It's stupid.
My, how energetic. I suppose that means you two will be setting off on an adventure today, right? I thought this day might come soon, so I planned ahead and got this for you.
I moved all of your crap out of your room. You're 12 years old now. You're basically an adult.
Get the F out of my house. Well, don't worry. This entire adventure takes place during the course of a single day because there's no day or night cycle.
Oh.
So.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
What hellscape has Eevee kidnapped us into?
Actually, I should say there's definitely multiple days because you can only fight a gym leader once per day. Mm-hmm. But it must literally just be based on, like, real life time.
Wait, you can re-fight gym leaders?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You can go back and get them again. Because there's, like, I don't know, because, like, I think Brock gives you, like, the pewter crunchies every time you beat him. And then, obviously, you get, like, money and EXP. So I think, like, one of the things I would do from time to time is, like, because there's so many Pokemon that you can only get at the very end of the game, even though you catch them, like, closer to level 30, I would still take, like, the newer ones and go, like, just go through and fight all the gym leaders again, just to try to, like, boost up their levels so I didn't have to, like, grind and just catch Pokemon.
Now, pewter crunchies, is that ground up
like
Geodude, or?
No. It's like Brock's favorite snack, but you can feed it to your Pokemon to, like, restore health or whatever, I think.
Provided by Professor Oak.
That's terrible. By using that town map in your bag, you'll always know exactly where you are. Safe travels, dear. You and Snuff can be good to each other.
Thanks to the government. The government is always watching you. They always know where you are, and they can hear you right now.
That's terrible.
Led by our great and wonderful Professor Oak. Have you had anything to eat yet? He makes a lot of great food.
Oh, I missed something. I was supposed to get something from...
Oh my god. It's an abomination.
Imagine having Bellsprout be your favorite Pokemon. I'm sure... Well, that didn't work.
Those are the kind of people that we won't be talking to.
This is so hard. The lag is so, like, I throw it and then it's like a full 2 seconds after I throw it that it actually goes.
Interesting.
This is gonna be incredibly difficult. That's great.
You thought this was gonna be easy?
That was your first mistake.
Look at him dancing around like a little freak.
A little freako. Thought I was supposed to talk to
your sister
train him? Again. Well, I guess she's not there, so whatever. Am I gonna train him?
Yeah. Are you gonna keep him, or are you gonna grind him up in the dust?
I'm probably just gonna catch, like, a couple at a time. I'm not gonna grind as hard as I did in my home game, which is gonna make things a lot more difficult in the long run, because that's how you're... Okay.
Good throw.
Well...
And you have unlimited Pokeballs.
No.
Oh, look at that!
I had 50. That was a miracle. I had 50.
Oh.
So they will eventually run out, but...
I think you get 5 to start in the original game.
But you gotta remember, you don't get to fight stuff in this.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you just, like...
You just catch it.
You just have to catch it, and, like... I don't know, I feel like... Usually starting off, it's not terrible. Other than that, obviously, having to actually, like, throw with this is stupid. But it's not usually, like, a terrible, like, amount of Pokeballs that you have to use. But, like, later on, when you get to, like, the higher level Pokemon, they get, like, near impossible to catch. And, like, even just, like, last night, I was trying to catch a freaking Mr. Mime. And, I think it literally took me, like, 15 Pokeballs to catch it. So, like, yeah, it starts to get to a point where it's, like, it gets a little ridiculous. Like, you just can't catch them on the first try.
So you aren't allowed to go wandering around in the forest and beating up...
You can't
just
fight
innocent,
I think
unprovoked creatures.
The only stuff you can fight is the 4 legendaries. Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. And then Mewtwo, but you can't do that till the end of the game. And then you can fight Snorlax, and I think those are the only ones that you can fight before you catch them. I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to remember... No, I think you just catch Farfetch'd in this game. I don't think you have to fight him.
You see those ledges along the road? One of the kids from town fell down one of those. We haven't seen him since. It's a bit scary, but you can hop down from them. You'll get back to Pallet Town quicker that way.
Thanks,
in a
kid.
Box. You gonna get yourself a Pidge?
Yeah.
A little Pidge?
I probably need one. So I think I'm just gonna...
Wow. That was...
Well
thrown.
You know what?
It is a little ridiculous if they don't let you use, like, a normal controller.
Well, yeah, especially that I can't use the normal controller, and then the fact that, like, this is the forced method of catching in this game. Like,
yeah.
I get part of it is because it's, like, linked to the Pokemon Go game, whatever. So, like, that's one of the things you can do is if you have Gen 1 Pokemon in Pokemon Go, there's a place in here later where you can, like, deposit them from Pokemon Go into here. So I did do that in my very first playthrough. I sent a bunch of my, like, base game, my, Gen 1 guys over to this account. That was how I got a Gengar, because I couldn't trade with anyone. But yeah, it's very interesting, but...
Yeah, well... I'll have to pull up my old Pokemon Go and see what I have.
Yeah, there you go.
I haven't played it since the first week it released.
I think I got rid of I basically sent, like, everything I had in my Pokemon Go to this account. Oh, I thought there was, like, items here. Oh,
I caught a Blastoise, like, the first night, and everybody was mad at me because nobody else could because, like, you could catch multiples of the same Pokemon that spawned. But I was the only one that got... Because we were in, like... the sundial.
Yep.
We were in the middle of croissant, and I got the Blastoise. I also got Hitmonchan.
I don't remember. There was one time some of my friends and I were literally walking around the graveyard for like 3 hours. We caught, I'm not even joking, I think we caught like 300 Ghastlies.
Nice.
And there was 2 gyms in the graveyard, and they were not like, they were just like normal regular people's graves that were that were gyms.
It was just old Larry and Miss Susan.
There was a mausoleum that had, like, you know, like the classic, like, some saints and stuff in front of it, and then there was just like a monolith type grave. And they were both, for whatever reason, like, I don't think they are anymore, but I don't know, it was very interesting.
I love that they just found random.
Oh, you will be surprised, you'll be shocked at some of the stuff that you find in this place. Like, it's a little ridiculous. Yeah, I found all kinds of, like, I mean, that's kind of the way the game goes, because there's only so many things that you can actually buy.
Yeah.
But now, eventually, when we learn special skills, like chop down for that tree, we can go talk to this guy and, like, learn something. And the same thing with this guy.
Is he just
like
trapped back there?
Yeah. But, like, eventually we can talk to... Well, maybe it's not this guy, though. I'm not really sure why this water is here. Because I don't think he's the one that teaches... Yeah, he doesn't teach the surf thing. That's in... Is that in... No, it's not in Saffron City. That's in... Let me look.
Your Eevee has teleporting abilities?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I'm a little worried about
It's
it.
in...
I'm not gonna lie.
I think here. Yeah, in Fuchsia City, I think, is where they teach you how to surf or whatever. And I think... Yeah, so this path is what takes you to the mountain where you can get Mewtwo. I don't remember what it's called. I'm gonna keep it real.
Do you fight Red in this game?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can fight Red. I don't know what the conditions are, though, because I've never fought him, but, like, basically, eventually, when you get to the Indigo Plateau, if you've beaten the Fantastic Four or whatever their name is.
The Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Like the Thing and...
The Elite Four, is that what they are? The Elite...
Yeah.
The Fantastic Four sounds better. After you beat them, I think it's, like, a certain number of times after you beat them, but maybe you have to have, like, a Pokemon that's level 100, which I also have never done in this game. I think then you can fight Red, but you do fight Blue at one point, and then after you beat the 4, I think in Cerulean City, you meet Green, and that's where she tries to, like, kidnap you. She's like, I'm gonna make you my Pokemon. You're like,
that's
okay.
not scary.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So you have to go to the mini mart
Yeah, eventually.
to get to his parcel.
to
Do you
get.
have a caterpillar?
Oh yeah, no, I do have to go over here. Well, wait. There's 2 different kinds of caterpillar Pokemon.
Yeah.
Taken in the scent of the flowers. Thanks, bud.
So he like finds things for you.
Yeah.
Or is it a he or a she or a they?
I don't actually look. I don't know.
You got a delivery
Oh,
for
I
him.
did not let you read those.
It's his backup pants. Yep, they finally came. He's just been sitting in his own making for what seems like hours.
Oh my god.
Have you ever had to do that?
No.
Where you make bears and then you just kept to kind of... I did have to do that once.
Maybe when I was an infant.
I was in the 4th grade. And I was running inside from recess to go to the bathroom, and I was going up the stairs to get inside, and it just slipped out. And I'm like, I don't know what to do now. I'm... how old are you at that time? What, 10? 9?
Probably.
This is the middle of my Pokemon days too, but I was like 9 years old. I walked into our little office and our little receptionist. I'm like, I had an accident. And she's like, okay. So she sat me down in a chair, and I sat in that chair for the rest of the school day.
Why didn't she do anything?
I don't know, but I was just sitting there with my pants full of shit.
You have the most unfortunate life. I'm so sorry.
Like, there was no, like, do you want to go to the bathroom and maybe clean up a little bit? It's just like, no, just sit down.
She was just like, no, just figure
Here's
it
some
out.
tissues. So I shoved the tissues in my pants. And I just sat there.
Your teacher was just like, I've done enough, and I'm not doing anymore.
I sat there until I went, because we used to have 2 recesses. It was after the first recess. So we would have lunch, and then we would go out for first recess. I sat from first recess through all of class, through second recess, and then through to the end of the day. So that was probably, what, 11 o'clock? Until 4:30 when my dad finally came to pick me up.
Oh my gosh.
I just sat
Why wouldn't
in
they,
my
like,
own
call your
shit.
parents? Why wouldn't they do something?
Well, my parents were working at the... Like, my mom was working...
Was your butt just, like, bleeding when you got home?
It was, like, itchy, and it hurt. And I was embarrassed.
I can imagine. Oh my gosh.
Because, like, classmates came and they're like, Mrs. Johnson is wondering where Evan is. Is he okay? And he's like, yeah, he's just here. And I'm just sitting in a chair, like, not laying in the bed because I feel sick or, like, I haven't gone home. I'm just sitting there with shit in my pants.
That's horrifying. That would have been my villain origin story. I'm not joking.
Anyways.
Yeah, on that note.
Let's play Pokemon. Oh,
yeah, let's look really quick. Oh, it's a girl this time. All girls except for Pidgey.
Except for the bird.
And I got 2 Rattatas.